Okay, we are back once again. Ether9 TV, BFM at your service. Let's hear some tunes.
This man. Let's go. Who got them diamond hands? We got them diamond hands. It's Corey back out in these streets repping that hexacans. We strictly buy and hold, principle never sold. 15 years stakes to make a t-shirt worth more than gold. With 2 code audits and economic audit, please tell me, who would have thought that that's what you would need to have a project succeed? But Hex is the only one in cryptocurrency. See? 99% of these projects gonna fail. Bitcoin 6 million next, and it's the holy grail. But see, Hex, we're next. We flex our pecs while you pumping up the bags of these failed projects. We get our diamond hands from 15 year stakes. The longer you stake, the more interest you make. So, we'll make the case that you're not too late. Because with compound interest, you can clean your slate. Cause see, Bitcoin was a penny, and Hex was a penny. And soon that penny will be worth more than your stimmy. And that's not advice, that's just what Bitcoin did. I've got my spacesuit packed and ready for flight. My stakes are Quattro Cinco and I feel so alive. We're gonna make some maximalists swallow their pride. Because Hex is our grassroots slice of the pie. That's generational wealth that's here after I die. There's trustless interest that's created when you stake. It's a money printer that's designed not to break. So thanks, R-Race, for your vision and your plan. With that Nobel Peace Prize, cause he created diamond hands. Who got them diamond hands? We got them diamond hands. It's Corey back out in these streets repping that hexacans. We strictly buy and hold, principle never sold. 15 years takes to make a t-shirt worth more than gold. Who got them diamond hands? We got them diamond hands. It's Corey back out in these streets repping that hexacans. We strictly buy and hold, principle never sold. 15 years takes to make a t-shirt worth more than gold.
Alright my people, so I hope you like that tune there. Now I had to bite it off of Mr. Hexologist. Go and check out Mr. Hexologist. He's part of the Hex family out there in this cryptoverse now. And now let me just make something clear, people. Let me just make something clear. Some people may think that BFAM is like all just Hex and PulseChain and PulseX and Richard Hart's project. Listen. I'm about everything in this space. But when I find something that's real proper, I'm gonna bang it. I'm gonna bang it to you people. I'm gonna bang it. I'm gonna really shill it out there. Why? Because I can see the potential in it. And if I can see the potential in it, I'm gonna try to make as many of you guys see the potential in whatever project that BFAM is looking on. So you can get in on the opportunity and make some heinous money. So, let me just make that clear. So, go and check out Mr. Hexologist. I love the rap tune. Steak, Quattro Cinco, whatever it is. I didn't do well in French in school, right? But 5555, that's what he meant by Quattro Cinco, stake. That's the longest period of time you can stake your Hex, for 15 years. Now, we are going to go and check out a website that BFAM has just come across. Hexfire.io. It's been done by one of the hexagons out there. Now, this is the thing about what I'm picking up with this Hex thing. I'm seeing people. Richard Hart has just created a certificate of deposit on the blockchain, a high interest savings account. Simple. That's basically what it is, right? And other people within the community have now, over the year plus, have created products around Hex. Now there's other cryptocurrency projects out there that you could use and borrow some money off of your Hex stakes. If you have, for example, 10-15 year long Hex stakes, you can borrow off that stake by using some of these other projects. And I will do a few videos bringing to light these projects, namely Hedron and Maximus. So if you know about those projects, let BFam know in the comments, please, please, please. Because, you know, as I said, this space moves so fast. I can't keep up with everything out here. Hell, it's crazy. Anyway, I want you guys to go and check out hexfire.io for those that are interested in this hex game. And if you're not, just check it out anyway. Have a look, have a look. Something might change. Now, let's go to the home page and see. Sorry, excuse me, I'm at the home page. Welcome, Hexagons. This site is dedicated to utilizing Hex in order to become financially independent and retire early. FIRE. So, FIRE is an acronym. If you see any word that is spelt in capital letters, it's an acronym, people. It's not actually a word. True, real talk. Each letter represents a word in the English language. Okay, so as you can see, according to whoever wrote it, because FIRE could mean anything in all capitals, but according to this guy, Hexagon or lady, financial, independent, retire early. FIRE. Now we all want to do that, innit, right now. We all need that, people, and we can use Hex as one of those tools in our tool bag, because we're not only going to have Hex. You should have plenty crypto in your tool bag, as long as you can manage it, whether it's 10, 5, 3, 20, 30, as long as you can manage whatever amount of crypto that you have in your portfolio, people. Keep up to speed with what's going on with each of those projects, or you may get left behind. Right. So as you can see from this chart, from the beginning of this year, T-share has been creeping up in price. So, sorry, yeah, the cost of a T-share, which is priced in Hex, okay? So, 20,000 Hex tokens at the beginning of this year would get you one T-share. Right now, it's going to cost you around 23,000 Hex tokens to get you one T-share. Now, so, and over time, this is just speculation now with this chart. From this point onwards, by November this year, we will be looking around 25,000 Hex tokens to get you one T-share. Now what we're going to check out is, so this is the building blocks of FIRE. Learn, earn, save, invest. Simple as that, people. It is so simple. The more you learn, the more potential that you have to earn. And then you can save some of that in a product like Hex. And then from your returns, you can take that return and invest it elsewhere, like PulseChain, PulseX, or whatever other project, ETH, Bitcoin, whatever, house, land, whatever. But you start off with learning first how to earn, and then save, and then invest, and keep that cycle going, people. And Hex is that tool to help you get there. It's very simple. It is very simple. So let's have a look at some Hex staking data. So right now, this is the latest open stakes that we have right now in the system. So obviously there's no there's no name associated with these addresses, these wallet addresses. So one person could own multiple wallets, which, you know, obviously that is the case out there. So always bear that in mind. So let's have a look. Start date, the 14th. This person started the 14th of last year. Today's the 14th of July 2021. Sorry, 2022. This person started their stake a year ago, and it ends today. And they started with 2,080 Hex tokens, and for that they got 0.14 T-share, and that current yield paid them 306 Hex over that 12 months period, which equated to, in total, 2,386 hex tokens that they will receive once they unstake their hex. So, and that would be a return on investment percentage wise would be 14%, people. So they made 14%, 14.71% in a year, staking just over 2,000 hex, and they received an extra just over 300 tokens on top of that. Now, as you can see, the system is working up to this date as I'm talking to you, and it has been working since 2019. You can come in here, so you can go to hex.com and stake whatever period you want to. It's up to you, people. We're going to go through the a few of these lists and see the different staking periods and compare the return on your investment. So to just give you an idea of what sort of returns you will receive. And remember, this person who staked last year, this was the high point of, in fact, let's go to the chart. Let's go to the chart and see the price of hex. So BFAM is not giving you no estimation. I'm giving you like the real deal Holyfield price of hex. The 14th of July, or around about July. Jeez. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's go to the daily chart. Let's go to the daily chart. Okay. Go. All right. Here we go. 14th of July. We were around 18 cents at the time, people. So the person bought hex for 18 cents. And now hex is 3.6 cents. So they're down dollar-wise on their hex, but they are up on the amount of hex that they have. And that's the key thing, people, the amount of hex. Why? Because as we saw from the first chart, the cost of a T-share is priced in hex. So you want more hex, so you can buy more T-shares, because T-shares pay you out in hex. And at some point, you will make some heinous money, depending on how long you, dollar-wise now I'm talking, depending on how long you staked for, or how much you staked. Because we're going to go through this list and see some people have staked for like 28 days, 7 days, but they've staked a good amount of hex. Okay, so that's 14% they've made, which kicks up your bank account, which kicks up Celsius, Voyager, because why? This protocol is still going. This is proper DeFi, people. Celsius, Voyager, BlockFi, and there's about 4 or 5 other similar platforms, lending platforms, CeFi platforms out there, people, that we've seen in the past few weeks. They have blown up. They have blown up. So which would you prefer? Because remember, this, I told you, this is an experiment, and we are literally seeing what's happening in real time. So we've seen a few tests take place, right? With Hex 2019, with Celsius, BlockFi, and the rest of them. They started around the same period, maybe just before or maybe just after, right? So my point is, we've seen those CeFi companies blow up, and DeFi, true DeFi projects like Hex are still chugging away, still giving people heinous returns, right? Continuously. So let's have a look on this one. This person staked for 27 days. They staked the 17th of June this year, and they staked 33 million hex. Okay, you hear me, people? So they staked for a month, short period of time, but they had a big bag. They've got a big bag. They got 1,535 T-shares. Remember, each T-share is paying 6.1 hex every day. Okay, every day. So from that, they received 257,382, okay, hex tokens at the end of that 27-day period. That amounted to 0.76% increase on the amount of hex they have. Do you see how this works, my fellow Ethereans? You are in control of your own money. Just you and the protocol. No Alex Mashinsky is going to stop your withdrawals from hex. No Richard Hart is going to stop your withdrawals from hex. It's just you and the code. Hey, after 15 days, if you wanted to unstake early, you can do that, but you get penalized by the system. As simple as that. So, and those people who do that, or they unstake late, they get penalized, and those amount of hex gets distributed to everybody in the system who is staked. So this is how this game theory of hex, this is one of the aspects of how it works, people. I'm hoping making it clear to my fellow Ethereans out there, because I'm trying to make you see the power of this thing here. It's incredible. It's absolutely heinous. Now let's check out this one. Look, this person received 122%. Let's see over what period of time and how many tokens they staked. Right, they staked the 9th of the 1st, 2020, beginning of 2020, people. Right, and their stake is up today. They staked for 917 days in total, and they had 180,000 hex tokens. They got 26.98 T shares for that, and those T shares paid them 221,230 tokens. People. People. So in total, they've got paid back 401,000 hex. People, woo, that is absolutely heinous. People, in just over 2 years, this person made over 100%. Right? Just over 2 years. 900 and change days. In fact, sorry, 3 years. Just under, just over 2 years, right? So, they've made more than double on their stake for being real early, because at the beginning of this project, this hex product, those people, there was some sort of bonus, and those people that staked early, they got a extra bonus. So, woo, absolutely heinous. Now look at this person here. This person staked for 17 days. Sorry, no, I'm reading that wrong. Here we are, days. This person staked for, I'm sure I saw, okay, 128 days. From the 8th of March this year to now, today. 10,000 tokens, hex. They received 0.5 T shares for that, and they got paid an extra 403 hex on top of their 10,000, and they made just 4%, basically, people. They made 4% in 128 days on the amount of T shares that they have. Now, I'm going to stop right here because I can go on, but you see the gist, right? You can stake for whatever period of time that you want. It's down to you. But longer time period and bigger stakes pay you more interest. Now, what I want to say is very important, people, because the reason why Richard Hart is coming out with PulseChain is because some of these stakes, because of the gas fees on Ethereum, if you have a small stake, sometimes you may end up when your stake comes to an end, you may end up paying more in gas fees than your stake is worth. And this is what the problem Richard Hart saw over time. That is why he has come up with PulseChain. Now, it's going to make you and I and other people who want to do small stakes very cost efficient, extremely cost efficient, because to do a stake, to put on a stake and to end the stake, to start it and end it on PulseChain, it's going to cost you less than a cent. Blows Ethereum out of the water. People, this is going to pump. When PulseChain comes out, it's going to pump the price of Hex over time on both chains. On both chains, people. Right? Because remember, Hex is still going to be on Ethereum, but also you will have the ability to buy Hex if you want on PulseChain. And obviously, me personally, I'm buying both, because certain times on Ethereum, I want to have both. I just want to have both, people. I just want to have both, right? But certain times, shorter stakes I will do on PulseChain. Longer stakes I will do on Ethereum, right? Just to balance things out, just for me. So, people, go and check out Hexfire and think about what BFam is saying about this game with Hex. And let's just play. And sorry, let me just, before I play a video, another video. That's right. You know you want another video, right? Before I do that, there's other charts and other analytics that you can go and check out, people. In fact, let's go to this. About the goal of this site is to provide additional resources for the community to reach their financial goals, created and maintained by the Hexagons for Life. People, this project here is just growing organically. Remember, there's no CEO. Remember that. There's no CEO with this project. It's not like other, CFI stuff out there, people, right? That have a business behind them and have a CEO, got, manager, all that stuff. No. This is purely community driven. Purely. And it's been chucking along for nearly 3 years. Come December, Hex will be 3 years old. So, don't say BFam didn't tell you about it. Don't say BFam didn't tell you about it. And right now, it's around 3.5 cents. And it went to an all-time high of 50 cents. It's got its own ecosphere coming out soon. More awareness is going to be. More awareness. People will know more about Hex because, of PulseChain. Once they hear about PulseChain and PulseX, for new people coming into the market, they're going to definitely hear about Hex. We've got the Highest of Stakes movie coming out. There's a big it's called PulseCon event happening in September in America, people, right? So this is absolutely, there's a lot going on, people. There's a lot going on with the community in Hex, PulseChain and PulseX. I don't know how people can call this a scam, I really don't. It's crazy. But hey, go and check out hexfire.io and let's go and see this little video. I forgot to play this video yesterday, right? Let's just play the intro of this video. Where are you? Hold on. What's going on? Here we go. Right. Let's check it out.
This is the opportunity of a lifetime. Yes, every scammer in the world is going to tell you something similar, but in this case, you are actually going to have regret.
I mean, you're scamming everyone.
Richard Hart, he's got a history of being called the spam master.
There's some weird things going on with his coins.
Making one of the biggest Ponzi schemes that we have ever seen.
Hex coin is 1000% a scam coin.
Fraudsters can be anybody.
people are going to lose money because of you.
Pay attention to what that lady just said. Fraudsters can be anybody. So pay attention, people. Pay attention, okay? Hex is a scam. It's a scam.
Remember all the haters? All the haters that told you that I was a scammer and Hex was a scam?
Oh, by the way, people, by the way. When Bitcoin came out in its first few years, even up to 2017, in fact, even up to this day, today, people think it's a scam. It's a scam. But it was more so when it first came out in 2009, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, right? Ethereum. When Ethereum came out, the big people who were into Bitcoin were calling Ethereum a scam, right? The so-called, quote, Bitcoin maxis. These are people who only believe in Bitcoin. Any other token or coin out there is a scam, right? I'm being real, people. There's people out there are called Bitcoin maxis, and they're called Ethereum a scam. Look where Bitcoin and Ethereum are right now. Let's continue.
I got bad news for the haters. We're making new all-time highs where everything else is getting wrecked. Price is up 4,000 or 5,000 fold in 600 days.
Something my grandmother always said, there is no fast money.
I've made enough money in the last week that I could buy a house in cash.
Are you ready to look for some fraud this morning?
And so I think of blockchain as like the internet. In the 90s, everyone thought the internet was just for email.
I'm here to shill. I want to change the world, and I can only do that if people participate.
I bought some this morning.
They're imaginary quarters. Like, it's like playing Monopoly.
I put it all in. I went...
Like, all what?
all over house money.
The only thing that matters in this...
People, I can't wait to see this documentary. Here the guy, I put all of the house money to his wife. All of the house money, right? He didn't tell his wife, people. Yo, men, don't do that. Wife will kill you. Don't do that. Risk management, please, please. And ladies, don't do that to your husband, right? Don't.
This world is goods and services. Everything else is accounting. And our made-up imaginary internet money is better than the government's made-up imaginary internet money.
Oh, I like that. I like what you just said there, people. Our made-up imaginary internet money is better than the government imaginary internet money. It's so true. Because that's all it is, people. It's only people's perception and belief in a thing that we all can agree on to use it for money. That's it. That's it. Simple as that.
Both of them are only backed by the shared fiction of the humans believing that they have value.
He's put himself in this role as the Pied Piper.
If Hex is a religion, then Richard is God.
I'm in crypto for glory. I want to have the best cryptocurrency that's ever existed. I want to have the best performing asset that's ever existed.
We're talking about...
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that, people. There's nothing wrong with that. What he just said there. He wants to have the best. I'm in this for glory. Go on, Richard. Why not? If you've got the vision, the heart, and the means to do it, go and do it. Do it.
About vanity, it'll make him cross the line somewhere, and then that'll be a wrap. He's like a DJ. You gotta keep the party going, and as soon as people get tired, he tries to drum them up again.
This is a force that is not going to go away. The cryptocurrency is not going away. And at some point, the people that you met that you thought were crazy loon birds, they're going to be in the 1%, and they're going to be the people that own half everything.
Jeez, you gotta love him or you gotta hate him, people. Hey, it's down to you, innit? Do your thing, do your thing, do your thing. But anyway, to all my NFT DJs out there, go and check out nftartpedia.com. This is a place where you can go and check out certain stuff about NFTs that have been bought by celebrities. That's right. This has been created by a female and she produced this website to help more females get into the NFT industry. So go and check it out. This is her Twitter, right? We're the first and only celebrity NFT tracker. We're the first to list the best NFT projects, NFT calendar, full access to B on N, whatever that, Bun, business of NFTs. Oh, business of NFTs. Oh, cool. Empowering women. Okay, so go and check it out. So as you can see, some of these NFTs are owned by, all of these NFTs, in fact, are owned by certain celebrities, people. So that is part of what this website has to offer. It's got an NFT calendar, trending, different collections, up and coming collections by women. Let's have a look on that, because I love the women. Woo! Anyway, so these are NFTs created apparently by all women, right? So women power right now, people. Women power. Anyway, what else do I have to share with my fellow Ethereans? One more stuff. Despite the downturn in the market, people, we have 1 billion addresses, Bitcoin addresses out there. So although the Bitcoin network continues to undergo wild volatility into the year, it doesn't stop the blockchain from recording increased activity. So despite the prices that we see in cryptocurrency, right, all our tokens, our portfolios, they're bleeding, going down to the gutter. But despite all that, my fellow people, the increase in activity with the whole ecosphere itself, Bitcoin, is increasing. The adoption is increasing. So for those people that think Bitcoin is dead, you better think again. Anyway, according to data provided by crypto analytics platform Glassnode, so this business called Glassnode, they analyze the data that's happening on the blockchain. The total number of Bitcoin addresses ever created has surpassed the 1 billion mark for the first time. My fellow Ethereans, get your fireworks out. Pop, 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 pop. Get your guns out. Jeez. People, this is absolutely huge. So why is it huge? Because it's saying there's more and more people adopting cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, blockchain technology, right? Whether one person has 5, 2, 1, 10, 20, 50 addresses, that's not the point. Obviously that's going to happen. But the point is, there's more addresses out there, my fellow Ethereans. More and more people are using Bitcoin. Even though Bitcoin went from 69 to now around 19,000 and change dollars. Heinous. But you're gonna always have people out there. Bitcoin's dead. Those salty people, give them some pepper. Anyway, the development can be seen as a highlight of the general market sentiment regarding the flagship digital asset. What you should know: now, the number of Bitcoin addresses ever created is key to providing an outlook of the asset's general adoption. It does not directly indicate the number of people who own the asset. Oh, see, that's what I was just saying, people, because one person can have 10 addresses. Jeez. Anyway, many users receive and send transactions with more than 2 or 3 addresses. Did I read this before? No. Which means the rise in the number of Bitcoin addresses is driven by the need for users to handle each Bitcoin transaction on a new address in a bid to maintain privacy. Moreover, the number of Bitcoin addresses holding the asset is always an insignificant percentage of the total of all created addresses. According to the latest data shared by Into the Block on March 24th this year, the number of addresses holding Bitcoin was 40.2 million, an all-time high since the cryptocurrency naissance. So, 40 million addresses back in March. Ooh. However, it is expected now that 40 million addresses, I'm sure they mean 40 million wallets. Because remember, one wallet, some of these wallets can produce multiple different addresses. Do you see what I'm saying, people? So, anyway, on the bright side, this increase is an indicator that more investors are getting more involved with the Bitcoin network. Notably, the recent crypto market decline appeared to dim the interest of investors as the general market appeared to avoid risky assets. Also, the buying the dip is a common strategy used by investors to cash in on the next rally of the flagship asset. Bitcoin is known to be relatively expensive, and the price dip has potentially inspired investors to get involved in the network. Yeah, I like to buy when it stopped dipping, tell the truth, because I don't like to catch a fall in life and get caught up, you know. So if I see a hint that the dip is chilling out, consolidating, then I'll start nibbling in. But I ain't buying no big dip when it's still dipping. Right? No, I'm waiting patiently. Anyway, so people, as we can see, I ain't gonna read the whole thing. As we can see, adoption is still taking place in this build market, in this bear market, in this downward time market. However you view it, however you perceive it, adoption is still taking place. So, diamond hands, hold tight, it will be alright, the price is right, come on down soon, we're going to the moon. B-fam, gotta leave you, love you to bits, my fellow Ethereans. Keep strong out there, keep your head up, and we keep it cracker lacking. Stack your crypto, stack your Bitcoin, your Satoshis, your GWE, right? Your Ethereum, your Hearts, your Hex, your Engine, your Matic, your Poly, yo, I could go on, innit? Your AVAX, your Solana, I could go on. Whatever your favourite, your Dogecoin, whatever, however you view it, but just do your thing in it, people, and stay in the market. Because the longer that you're in the market, woo, you're going to hit whatever target that you have set in your mind. You're going to hit that target, and hopefully you go beyond that target, and some of your dreams will come true, because you'll be able to do what you want to do, because now you have the time and the resources to do it. So, peace and love. Gone.